thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for the Broncos.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You can look at this Bronco defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Slot man moves right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
17-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Smith. Being chased out left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Check 58. Another look. No ball.
Out of the gun, Smith. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
16 yards. And it's 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
To throw, here's Nix.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Franklin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. Back deep for the Raiders is Trey Tucker.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
From the gun, here's Smith.
He'll drop this underneath for Genty.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
That's complete. It's Ashton Genty.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the 50, it's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again is Smith. Flush to his right.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Gino. And he is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Now receiver in motion left. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders 3. Will Lutz to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. There at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Smith now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's going to air one out. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Genty, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are once again back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Broncos 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing Nix. Nick Bosa. In there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Nix.
He gets it complete to A.T. Perry.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Nick's going to give to Hardy.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Kill.
Again, it's Hardy.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
To throw is Nix.
He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt.
And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Smith. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am.
The ball comes out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on the...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Once more with Harvey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Harvey down, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Here's Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the ball comes loose.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A run here with Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Nix to the air. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Gino. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by John O'Barron. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2.
A handoff. Here's Harvey.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For our Denver Broncos. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Oh my God. Hey, ready. My name is
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
On the ground, Harvey.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to throw, Smith. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raiders first down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll get this out to Genty. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. To throw, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Captain. Bombers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Line. 13 next.
Throwing is Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
13 next.
Gino now to throw.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Nix.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
37-yard line.
Check 58. Reset. 53. Check 59. Check 59.
Smith going to throw it.
That's complete. Jinzy out of the backfield.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On third down, here's Genty. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
Right back to Genty on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Las Vegas, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.